we just showed up here on this job site, and we are going to work both for re-graveling and for a culvert. Let's see here. Let's re-zero things out. Everything's going on re-zero. Luckily, on this driveway, we can tailgate all of it. So, cool, buddy. I'll get a total footage here. Yeah, I can definitely tailgate every bit of this. Piece of cake. There's no overhead power lines. So we'll go over a couple of different ways to quote this driveway. And he does want me to quote putting a culvert pipe in under here. We'll go over all the numbers when we get back to the office. So we're right here. That's 116 feet. And what we have here, we're putting gravel here because this area is holding water and it softens the ground. Of course, it sinks. So we can either A, put a culvert in across the driveway here, or we can put one straight across here. And the way this land falls, I'd have to grade that way down through there. So we're going to take this low area. We're just going to kick water straight under. So we're going to see how much pipe we need here. So that's 16 feet. 17. That'd be easy. We could just stick a 20-foot section in right there. And after I dig and put that in, we will probably need a load of road bond to dress this area because it's going to be dirty and muddy. All right, friends, let's head back to the office and put pen on paper and get a quote. All right, now that we are back at the office / my kitchen today, we can put our numbers together. I calculated to just do a 3-inch thick touch-up coat of road bond on that driveway being 116 feet and figuring for it to come out of the truck about 9 feet wide came to 18 1/4 tons. Figuring about $17 per ton is the average around here. The materials cost is going to be $310. Now, hauling to the job and back, each trip's going to be about a 45-minute haul. Now, this year, my goal is to make $1,500 per 8 hours of working time. And this is going to vary depending on your area and your local economy. So you're going to need to either ask around, talk to people, whatever you got to do to figure out what your local economy is. Luckily, Asheville has a pretty good, strong economy right now, despite everything that's going on. And I should note that this is January of 2021. So if you're watching this in 2025, these prices are not going to be anywhere near comparable. So for 2021, this video is useful, and probably 2022 as well. Now, the hauling costs, being my daily goal, is $281.25 to do both loads. Now, our travel time, this is something that I'm having to charge because, number one, this customer is a 40-minute drive to their quarry. From where I'm at right now to get to the quarry that I'm going to haul out of is 40 minutes. Now, I'm going to have to come back by that quarry to come all the way back here, and the odds are slim to none that I'm going to be able to line up anything to do up that way. Now, if I do and I feel like giving them a break, I can certainly do that. I'm the boss. I'm a grown man. I have that right. Now, the travel comes to $250 just to get to the quarry that I'm going to haul out of. Now, a lot of people wouldn't charge this, but in my opinion, if you're running your equipment in the interest of taking care of somebody else's needs, every mile or every minute you put on that truck or machine they need to be paying you for. Some people will take a loss, and everybody conducts themselves differently, and you are well within your rights to run your business how you want, but I cannot run that truck a foot or that machine, either one of them, for a minute without having an income. Otherwise, you're going to go broke, and that's not the goal. Now, with those added up, the material's $310, hauling $281.25, travel is $250. Okay, that total comes to $841.25. That is a huge number for a 9-ton load of gravel. That's $420. Now, this is where free choice comes into play. This person can call around and get all the quotes they want. They can call and talk to whoever they want to. They can hire whoever they want to. They don't have to hire me. There's a blue million trucking services around here. Will any of them guarantee a spread like I did? Probably not. But I told this guy that I could tailgate this driveway, and it was just super easy. And as long as I'm picky about when I go, as long as I don't go within a couple of days after rain, that road bond can spread quite nicely. We're sure of that. And even if it didn't, it's not going to be the end of the world for me just to grab my tractor, haul it up there, and touch it up if I have to. So that's $420 per 9-ton load. Me personally, would I pay that? No, but for one thing, I own my own truck and I can do that. You could probably get a single triaxle load for around $500 to $550 up there, but those guys usually do not guarantee spreads, and they won't go out and measure the driveway like we did. So if we hadn't already been there for an event in that area, I would have had to drive in 45, 50 minutes just to look at this job, which I would have done. That's part of what I do. I'm not just a trucking service. We're a full excavation, grading. So that time going to look at it, that's money spent too. That's something you have to think about if you're going to be working very far from your home base. So there you go. For that little driveway, $841.25. Now, in the next part, we're going to price doing the culvert job. And then I'm going to tell you how I'm going to price if we do the gravel, the road bond, installing the culvert, and everything. And if you can bundle and give them a little bit better price than the two parts, you're probably going to get the bid. So let's check that out. Now let's talk about the culvert. I told him that in general, I install 15-inch inside diameter or 18-inch inside diameter culvert pipes. They're double wall plastics. When I do that, especially when I've got this long of a haul up there and I'm going to have to haul the machine up there and there's not enough room on the trailer for me to put the pipe on there too. So I've got to haul the machine, go back to the local area, which usually isn't too far, get the pipe, take it back up there, dig it up, and in this case there is fiber, so I'm going to have to do some hand digging around the fiber and the phone line, probably not the power line, but I'm going to be careful anyway, and install this thing and cover it up. And we're going to need about, roughly, usually I go ahead and get an 8-ton load of road bond that once I get the pipe buried, everything dressed, I can put a good coat of road bond over that, and you don't have any areas of just dirt there on the driveway. Now, again, one-day rate for me is $1,500. Then you add in $175 for a 15-inch culvert pipe. If he wants to, we can upgrade him for $20 to an 18-inch or whatever. In this case, we're just going to do the 15, $175. Then $155 for about 8 tons of road bond. So for the excavator, hauling it up there, the hauling of the road bond, that's all included in the $1,500. So you're doing a one-day job at the one-day price, and then you just add your materials on top of that. So to put this culvert in, total is $1,830. I have put these pipes in for $750. I have put them in for $1,250. And this price is high, but it's farther away from me than average. And again, this individual is free to get as many quotes as they want, and if they can find it and get a cheaper price and they take that person, I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be like, well, they wasted my time going up there, because I know I'm gambling going this far from my base, being able to give them a price that is good for me and hopefully is decent for them. I mean, you just put the numbers down and you give that person a number. Some people will not react very well if you give them a price that's way more than what they thought it was going to be, and they'll say who knows what to you, and just say, I'm sorry, I couldn't get the price to where you need it to be. I wish you luck with the project. Always be nice, because there will be times that person may find that your price is fair and they end up calling you back and you get the job. But if you're mean and hateful back to them, you definitely ain't getting called back. So there you go. For the 15-inch installs, 1830 for this particular job, this distance from where we are, and their distance from the material supplies and quarry. Now let's see what we can figure a price for doing the driveway and the culvert install. Alright guys and gals, now if you added just graveling that driveway, $841.25, to the culvert install, $1,830, you get a total of $2,671.25. What I would recommend doing in this case is split the expense of what it was going to take you just to drive up to the quarries. I feel confident that I could do every bit of this work in one day, but I'm not going to knock it all down to just the $1,500 day, because there is a very good possibility I'm going to have a setback, or I'm going to have to come back. I may get up there halfway through one day and have to go back on the second day, and I'm going to have to make that trip. So what I'll do is I just split that $250 charge that I was going to charge for time traveling from my home base up to their quarry, and then coming from that quarry back to my home base. So that's $125. I'll knock $125 off of that total for everything, and that takes it down to $2,500, or $2,546.25. Now this is where the way you talk comes into play. You can say, I'm going to, if I took $125 off of this for you, if you let me do everything for you, that's going to come down to about $2,550, but I'll do it for an even $2,500. If you say it like that, and you don't act and talk like you're reserved, or you feel like you're being taken advantage of, and you definitely don't want to feel like you're taking advantage of your customers, because the one thing that is way better than a customer is a repeat customer, and the only way you're going to get that is if you take care of them and you do a good job and you're honest. Those few things will get you repeat customers, I can promise you that. So for this customer, I'm going to tell him, for this $841, we'll do just the road bonding of the driveway. For $1,830, we'll put the culvert in. For everything, even $2,500, and we will hook you up. And I've got a good feeling that we're going to get one or all of this. I think that pricing's good. The $1,830 and the $841, it is high, but we are having to do a lot of work just to get to and from there. A lot of moving parts. So you work these numbers out and you try to be fair to yourself and the customer. Sometimes you have to meet in the middle on these numbers, but at $2,500, getting a culvert put in, and what do we come up with? 17 and 8, around 25 to 30 tons of material. That's pretty average for jobs I do up in that area. So hopefully this little video helps you guys. I've got a whole bunch of bidding and quoting videos. I will put them up at the top right of your screen. There'll be a little white thing that pops up into the video. Just click on that, and I'm also going to do a pop-up at the very end of the video. It's going to come up right in the middle of the screen, and you guys can watch all these quoting and videos that you want, and hopefully you can apply them to your local market and start really winning some bids. I wish you guys the best of luck, and I appreciate you joining me. Hopefully you'll consider even subscribing, and you will get notifications in live time. And I plan on doing this continuously over the years and years and years ahead of us, so you can see how we evolve with inflation and local markets. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one.